Hi there.
Hi.
Hello. And how are you today? That's great.
Okay.
Hello. Good to see you.
Hi.
How are you? Good to see you. Hey there. How you doing, my friend? Okay. All right. Look at boss. Hi there.
Okay, how are you?
Good to see you. I came here to really thank you for your friendship and support over the years. I also come to answer any questions that you may have. And this is especially so on June the 24th. We don't normally have a special election just for members of Congress. So the only people that will be on the ballot would be me and two opponents. One is a senator named SBR, and the other is a reverend from a Baptist church in Harlem. And so the most important thing to do is to let me know, no matter how you go to vote, what help you would need to get to the polls, or whether you have any questions. One of the reasons why it's important to me to wrap up these 2 years with Obama is because the Republicans have really been unkind and mean to this president. And they have everything that he has sponsored, they have voted no. Now, when people vote against their own health interests just because they don't like the president, you know that's mean-spirited. But what they have done now is not only hurt their constituents, but they've hurt the National Republican Party. There's nobody that can run for president on a reputation of just saying no. And so all of us believe that in order for them to really remain a Republican Party, they're going to have to get rid of this the Tea Party. The Tea Party is so mean that they've defeated one of their own conservatives. In other words, they don't care who they destroy, including themselves. And so I do expect, whether we're talking about improvement on Social Security, improvement on health care, improvement on affordable housing, and of course improvement on tuition where our kids just have to borrow too much money. These things will be on the agenda with President Obama, and I want to be for these. It's the last 2 years since I was able so easy to work with the president when we had a Democratic majority. And so the senior citizens, I used to say 60 years ago, Lester, that my mother told me how to treat senior citizens. Then I woke up one morning and I was one of them. And so I know when they say that we're too old to do anything, I know I can depend on you, because if it wasn't for our kids and our grandkids, they wouldn't be what they are today, because the country still relies on us. And I just want you to know that the priority monies that we send for seniors, I can assure you that health care is going to be a lot better under the Affordable Care Act. That they won't be harassing you, you won't have to be paying for prescription drugs, and you don't even have to be sick to see a doctor. If you really think there's something bothering you, then you just go there. It comes under the preventive care. And if you want to work out in the gymnasium and do all those other things to keep active, all of those things will now be paid for. And so it's going to make it a lot easier for us. But there's a lot of other things that we have to do, because the cost of living has gone further than the Social Security checks. And so we have to make certain that we keep increasing, because the rents and health care and all those other things go up. But we have to make certain those checks maintain your ability to sustain yourself. And so every time they cut back on nutrition and food stamps and Pell Grants and all of these things. What they're saying is they would rather do without than allow this president to succeed. Now, the cuts that they wanted, we made certain that that didn't happen. So we got 2/3 of them back, but that doesn't mean that they didn't cut it. So what we have to do, and it's difficult, is to make certain that we can get those people in the Senate to increase that in the farm bill, because it comes in the farm bill. And of course, to make certain that we do it, we'd have to have a Democratic House of Representatives in November of this year. If we can do that, God will be good, and we'll be able to repair most of the damage that the Tea Party has done.
I received some mail from AARP about this bill called A7189. And that's where a relative could possibly be able to take care of their loved ones, family, instead of putting them in nursing homes.
We have legislation that would allow grandchildren and others to get paid to take care of their grandparents. And this is especially so when older people don't have anyone to take care of them, and they have to put them in these expensive nursing homes when they don't need a nursing home. All they need is someone to fix their meals, to make certain they take their medication and whatnot. And this is one of the bills that we are sponsoring. My mother didn't even want to go to the hospital. I said, Mom, when you're sick, you have to go. She says, Charlie, too many people go to the hospital and they send them straight to the nursing home, and I ain't going. But, and she never had me go either. But you bet your life we've got to work on that so that people, they're familiar with where they put things. And my mom used to say, I want to use my stuff the way I know where it is, and I don't have to ask anybody for anything. And that's a sense of independence that we all feel. So I really came by to thank you for the support you've given me over the years. Also to let him televise me. He's going to make me a big shot. He has his own TV program as Congress. So if there are any questions that anyone would ask, June 24th, from 6 o'clock until 9, only one person, one office will be on the ballot. And thank you so much for your patience with me in this visit.